Remember that time in my 2022 goals video where I told you I was only going to buy one snake this year and it was going to be a powerhouse male? I lied. I just bought 23. Let me tell you about it. What's going on, everybody? It's Adam here at Proper Royals. If we haven't met before, this channel is all about my family's journey from ball python hobbyist to ball python business. And today it's especially appropriate to tell you that because today's a big announcement of a huge step that I took from a hobbyist or small business to really something that hopefully will make me viable for years to come. I'll tell you the story and the details behind it, but the gist of it is that I just bought a collection of ball pythons from a breeder that I've done business with before. Some circumstances in his life changed. I was fortunate enough that he gave me the call. Today I want to tell you all about it. Let me give you some current situation stats. I'm just about 2 years into my venture of, trying to turn ball pythons into a business. I truthfully don't know if I'll ever make them my sole revenue stream. I have a passion for music. I have a passion for restaurants and helping restaurants. And I like entrepreneurial endeavors. Next thing on my list or present thing on my list is another rental property. So I don't know that they'll ever be my only revenue stream, but I want to make ball pythons what I do. I really love it. I love the community. I love the challenge of it. I love figuring it out. So 2 years ago, that kind of clicked for me. Fast forward now, I'm currently in my second breeding season. I had 2 clutches last year, 15 hatchlings. This year I'm aiming for 8 clutches, and I have 27 total breeding stock snakes. All of my hatchling stock is sold. I have no inventory to sell. Everything that I own is part of the projects that I'm working on. And I have many recessive projects that really are my bread and butter, and that's what my ball python work centers around. My dominants and codoms or incomplete doms, however you want to call them. My maybe that's what we should call it, non-recessives. We always argue what those should be called. Maybe they're non-recessives. My non-recessives really are fairly limited right now because I'm excited about my recessive projects. So that's just me. That's what gets me going. That's what excites me. So I was pretty happy. Really, I set out in 2022 to continue to scale up. I think there's value in understanding the steps you take along the way so that you don't get in too deep. One of the questions my wife asked me when I was discussing this business move with her was, she said, can you handle all these ball pythons? And I said, I think so. Yes, I'm going to. I'll figure it out. All joking aside and funny faces aside, that's a really important thing. It doesn't do you any good to beat yourself to death when some of them aren't going to produce a return on investment for a year or 2 or 3. You got to get through it, So that's something I'm working on. We'll talk more about that in the future, though. I'm sure I will have thoughts on operational efficiency and workflow and just what in the world I'm doing to myself, not to mention feeding. Those things will come. Today is more about just the excitement of the purchase. I don't actually have it yet. I have work, and then I had a pre-planned trip. I'm heading out west. I'm going to be flying to Tucson, purchasing a truck, and driving it back to Jacksonville, Florida, and that's going to take a little bit of time. Following weekend, I'm about 10, 12 days away from being able to pick up these animals. And I'll give you another spoiler because it's less exciting than going through the animals, is that, and by the way, let me clear the air really quickly here. I am really transparent on this channel, and I love it. I don't care about sharing money. I don't care about sharing details of my business. I don't care about sharing how I do it. I don't think any of it's proprietary. I think I have the drive and the willpower and the vision to do it better than a lot of people. And I don't mean that in a cocky way. I mean it because I've survived the restaurant industry for 25 years and done that. There's very little proprietary in restaurants. We're frying chicken tenders and running Coca-Colas. Like, who's going to do it better is who wins. However, in this video, out of courtesy and care for the relationship that I have built and fostered with this fellow breeder, with somebody that I respect a lot, somebody who's done really, really great things for me in the past and been a real encouraging and welcoming voice in a hobby that can be prickly sometimes with others. This guy's been good to me. I'll just say, he made me a gracious deal. I hope it's fair to him, and I think I'll make a lot of money on it in the future by putting the time and the effort in. With that being said, I'm not going to talk specifics about what I spent or what I gave him. I'm sorry, it's one of the very few times on this channel I've ever said that, but I've got to be respectful. There's just some things that are private, and they wouldn't translate to you or to anybody because you're not me and the other person. We have our own relationship. We have a history that we've built on. We have a background and a foundation to what led to this point. So it wouldn't do any good other than just to brag or let you tell me I'm an idiot for paying that much. What's going to benefit from that? There, that's out of the way. We've cleared that air. Let me hit you with some stats. 23 snakes. Okay, so 14 females, 9 males. Of the females right now, 8 would be breeders right now. In the season coming up, this is February, so really, I'm really kind of smack in the middle of my breeding season. But really, I'm looking forward to winter of 2022 into 2023. And then the males, all of them by winter of this coming year will be ready to breed. So I can put them to use wherever I need to. And I think I told you a minute ago, I was just gonna kind of give a spoiler because it's not that exciting other than just one big pop. Along with the 23 animals, included in the deal is a set of ARS 5040 racks. I can hold 40 snakes in that rack. My racks now are DIY racks, and admittedly, they're not as space efficient as a really good rack design would be, and I have my own reasons for that. They work. They work for me. They've been great for me. They'll be great for somebody else. These ARS 5040s are perfectly efficient. There's no wasted space. I'll get all of my snakes on one of the small walls in my snake room versus side by side on my long wall. It's going to create an incredible amount of efficiency. It looks great. It's easier to clean. I don't have the locking lids anymore that I usually use. That is part of the deal. 23 snakes, an ARS 5040 hybrid rack, and also two 2x12 hatchling racks as well. That is going to expand my capacity. If I kept my racks right now, my breeders and adults, while 5040 isn't ideal for the biggest of them, for most of them it will work. And the racks that I have now, I actually could turn like a 42 quart tub lengthwise in them, and I would have to reset up where the warm side is. With an ARS 5040, that's 40 snakes, and then my hatchling capacity is going to go up to 60. I have a 36 capacity hatchling rack right now, DIY rack that I made. And then if I were to keep my current racks, which I'm not going to, I'm going to sell one of them and probably both, I could keep up to another 12 adults in that rack as well. 40, 60, and that'd be 112 animals. Let me tell you, I am way far away from wanting to have 112 animals, aside from a hatchling boom. I'm not going to keep more. I think 40 is a pretty healthy number for me. That's where I'm going to sit. So I'm pretty excited about that 5040 hatchling rack. Now, or 5040 ARS rack as well as the hatchling racks. Now, let's talk about the snakes. You guys know I'm a junkie for recessive projects. I am going to get a male and a female het genetic stripe. Not just diving in on genetic stripe, but I don't have any genetic stripe yet. So there's a new recessive project. But here's the kicker. Both the female and the male are blackhead het genetic stripes. So I got a new non-recessive. We're gonna hashtag this non-recessive thing. I got a new non-recessive gene in the blackhead that actually I really like, because I like lavender and I like candy and I like axanthic a lot. The darker genes and the darker morphs like blackhead, that is just striking dark, are really going to be vibrant when it comes to those recessives to go with it. On top of that, stick with me here, I'm getting into the Ultramel project, which I really adore. Man, some of those Ultramels with the purples that come in them, oh my gosh, I'm blown away. I really wasn't in a position to afford Ultramels before, and this phone call came and it was just the right time in my life at the right moment financially. I went for it. I'm gonna get a female breeder size. She's ready to go. Ultramel pinstripe. So I got that. Also, there is a pinstripe double het Ultramel clown. Pinstripe double het Ultramel clown. So there's one visual Ultramel and 3 double het Ultramel clowns, and 2 of those are pinstripe. Pinstripe Ultramel clowns coming up. On the male side, I got 3 double het Ultramel clowns, and 1 of those is a pinstripe double het Ultramel clown. I've got 4 females in the Ultramel project. 3 of them are double het Ultramel clown that are going to be bred to Ultramel clowns. Pretty fun. Pretty fun is right. So along with that, let me see here. There's a visual pied female ready to breed. There's some normal hets. Those may or may not stay in the stable. We'll see. Again, this is a trusted breeder. I'm not a big snake flipper, but look, we breed, we sell, we move on breeders. This happens. This is quality stock. This is a breeder I know. This is a breeder I purchased from before. I'm very confident in these animals. Females, still working on the females. Not 1, but 2 Enchi visual clown females. Those are going to be incredible breeders in my mix. I should have male hatchling Kryptons this year to breed back to them. The whole clutch will be Kryptons or clowns. Yeah. 3 normal het pieds. Again, they might stay in the stable. They might not. Depends what hets I prove this year and what my pied project does this year. Could be very valuable if I get some stacked non-recessive and pied genes with it. Non-recessive. This is great. I love it. Now check out how cool this is. A female super Enchi visual clown. Think about it. Super Enchi clown. Female. Hello, that's in the collection, and I think that covers them. There's a straight Enchi in the mix, which is always cool. An Enchi breeder can't ever be a bad thing, right? So that's on the female side. On the male side, we talked about the pinstripe double het Ultramel clown, the blackhead het genetic stripe. There's a banana Enchi in there. Look, you guys know I'm a junkie for recessives. But if I were to wave a magic wand and go, here's what I want in a non-recessive, banana Enchi is there. It's a male. I don't know if it's a male maker or a female maker. We'll find out. The beautiful thing is that I have a female banana to breed it to, and so the babies will be male or female, and I get lost on the banana. So it's tied to the female. So those babies will be female. They'll either be females or female makers, I believe. Correct me. You guys can comment. I think I got it right. There's a fire het VPI axanthic. I have a VPI axanthic visual female. Let's see what I do with that male. A male clown, a male Enchi clown, and then 2 double het Ultramel clowns. My friends, I'm gonna have 50 snakes, many of which will be breeders, and I'm adding 9 breeders to my stable of 8 breeding females, 9 breeding females to the 8 breeding females I had this year, and then I've still got 4 or 5 more that will grow up in time for this time next year to be breeding. You know, that's gonna put me above 20 breeding females. 23 snakes, ARS 5040 rack, and 2 2x12 hatchling racks. coming right up here at Proper Royals. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you all of them. You know that. This is all I'm going to be talking about for like a month. I'm over the moon right now. Tell me what you think. Tell me which way I should go. Y'all have seen my videos. You got a good idea of what my my current breeding stock is. This is going to change things, and I think most of these I'll keep, but there are going to be some males from my current stock that are just going to get bumped by visual clowns, Enchi clowns, banana Enchi, a blackhead, and a pinstripe double head ultra male clown. I like that. Some of the males I have just can't compete with what I'm bringing in. So I'm gonna have an inventory of some stuff to move soon as well. So we'll talk about that soon. Keep it right here. I'm gonna keep you posted. Check out these videos. You'll be able to see everything that we have going on here at Proper Royals as we go from family hobby to family business. Thank you. Until next time, see ya.